Here's another part of our interview with Mark Stein of Vanilla Fudge. This is Rock History Music. Segue into Tommy Bolin. I mean, were you? There's that. Rock and roll is paved with stories of. I wasn't surprised, but were you surprised when you found out he had passed? I know you'd left the band by then.
Yeah, I left just before that fateful tour. I wasn't surprised, but obviously I was shocked when you hear something like that. I mean, 25 years old with the incredible talent this kid had. I mean,
where do you think he'd be now?
I think he would have been in the pantheon of. I mean, he's gone like over 45 years, and it's not a day that goes by that you don't see something on him on social media. It's as if he's still here. I think he would have been. I can't imagine all the great albums he would have put out. Yeah. I can't imagine all the great collaborations he would have had. I can't imagine the super groups he would have been a part of over the decades. And I would have hoped to have been in a band with him down the road.
I was about to say that. Yeah.
I would have loved to, and it would have been great because we got on great. We were really good friends. And in fact, there was a time when I tried to help him get rid of some of those demons. But the more you try and help somebody like that, the more they want to separate themselves from you, the more angry they get. And that's kind of what happened between us. And that's probably one of the reasons I left the band. Mm-hmm. It was kind of hard to deal with. So,
new album. Don Henley said years ago, there's so no one knows how much pieces it goes into one of these freaking things, putting a thing together. Well, that's how to come to fruition for you. Okay, a lot of people say, like the Who were saying before they released their last album, you can't release new music. But how was it for you? I mean, how did this all get together?
I wrote a song called "We Are One" about 5 or 6 weeks after the pandemic was officially said. It was a global pandemic, March 13th, 2020. And this song just came to me. I was sitting at the piano and these lyrics started flowing. Here we are, battening down the hatches, afraid to shake our neighbor's hand, or hug our children. What's the plan to survive? What do we do now? And then this line came. We had so many chances to spread some love and human kindness all of our lives. So what this is to me, it was like a karmic thing. After we survived so much, world wars, economic disasters and hurricanes and 9/11, and it was just amazing. And I don't know, it just kind of hit me that way. I didn't think about it; it just came lyrically, and the music came, and I wrote this song. I said, after all, we are one under God, under the sun. When this battle's over again, are we going to be one again? And this song came, and I felt I had something really special, and I wrote it in about 2 days, and ended up being a song of hope going forward. And I just had some people help me put it together. Everybody was beginning a lockdown, so it wasn't easy to find a studio. So Alan Hewitt, I called my buddy Alan Hewitt. He's the keyboardist with the Moody Blues and John Law. He's a great guy, really talented, cool dude. And he said, well, you can come over to my house, and I got a cool keyboard studio over there. It was only 45 minutes from me in Martin County in Florida. So I went over and we laid down a piano track. He really liked the song, and a click track. And then suddenly he was working on another project, so we got really busy. But I found a cat that was really close by to me, about 10 minutes from my house. Joey Z, his name is. He used to work with Regis Philbin on The Tonight Show and Celine Dion, years ago, and he had a home studio in his house. We got to be friends. He said, send the files over. Let's see if we could continue the project. So I did. I went over and I laid down the lead vocal, and I sang and multi-tracked all my own backing vocals, and I laid down. I wanted it to be like an old, like a 70s kind of Elton John song, and I always loved Paul Buckmaster with the string arrangement, so that's how I came up with the string arrangement for "We Are One" on the keyboard. But it sounded so real, the sampled parts, and it sounded great, and all the vocals, and we were excited. And I said, man, I wonder if I can get my buddy Stevie D in New Jersey to get into this, and maybe he can lay down some guitar and find a drummer and bass player for me. So when I sent it to him, he really loved it. And he said, well, I'll put the guitars down, a little bit of rhythm and lead guitars. And, we came up with production ideas. And he actually laid down the bass part. He played bass on it. And he had a drum program. He said, let me fool around with this thing. I think I can have some fun with it. And he came back to me, and it sounded amazing. I mean, it just sounded like perfect drummer, So there's only two people on this track, me and Stevie D Acutis, from Town Spot. So it's just two guys. And I don't know if you've heard the track, but it sounds great. I think it sounds great. And people are very compelled with this song, and it's getting some mileage, and we're making strides with it. So that's how it started. So I want to try and get a singles deal. I think this is a perfect song for the times. But all the labels like the song, but we want a whole album. And then my manager, Bruce Pilato, said, you know what? You got all these tracks in the can. And it's really ironic because it's songs like All Lives Matter, Racism, We Are One, and I had cover of Bowl of Confusion. They all kind of blended into this theme of love and patriotism and social issues.
Yeah.
And he said, we have to come up with a title for the song. So why don't we call it There's a Light? It's like from one of the lyrics from We Are One. The line goes, there's a light that burns so deep within us. If only we could find a way to keep it turned on. It's like a spiritual thing, but staying positive. So that's how the title of There's a Light came to pass. So the song interweaves patriotism, love, like I said, social issues, and just came out Friday, and I'm getting great coverage on it, and people are taken to it, and we'll see, man, but I'm really proud of it. And it's like the best of Marky, that's what it really is. So I'm hoping my fans are going to like it, and hope I can garner some new fans. And we'll see where it goes, see how it plays out.
Hope you enjoyed that. Make sure you comment on our video, subscribe to our channel, and share our videos. I'm John Beaudin from Rocky Street Music.